Hey, we're still working in Module 5, and in this module we are talking about your page setup and print options in Excel. We're all the way down now to Section 5, and I want to talk to you in this section about how to make everything print on one page. Because what happens often is you will set up your workbook and you'll go to print it, and one column prints on a second page. Let's talk about how you make it all fit and look really nice when you print it out. I've got this exercise open that has several columns of information. If you notice, it has the name of the salesperson over in column A, and then it has figures for January through August, and the last column, column J, are the totals here. I want to look at it and see what it looks like if we go ahead and print it. I'm just going to go to the bottom and go to the page layout view, which is the middle view there, and you'll see that page 1 actually prints from the column that says name all the way over to the column that says July. But look how it chopped off August and totals, and it's going to print it over on this second page. That's just not going to work for me. Let's look at some options that we can do to get everything to fit on one page for us. Let me go back down to the normal view and let's see what we've got. The first thought is that you may want to turn the paper from portrait to landscape. If I go back to the page layout tab here at the top, then I can change the orientation to landscape. But I will tell you that we don't have enough columns to make it actually look right. If I choose landscape, let's go look at it now. I'm going to go down and do the page layout. And you can see that I really have a lot of space left over here, and I could do a lot of things to take up that space, but this isn't really what I wanted in this particular case. Let me go back to normal, and we're going to change it back to portrait because that's what I want. The second option is I can go up and adjust this scaling right here. Right now it's set at 100%. I could go down and make it maybe 75% or 80%. The problem is that I don't know exactly which one's going to work, if that's going to be too small or too large. Let me show you what we can do, and it will actually adjust the scaling for us and get it set up perfectly. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go down to the bottom where our views are, and let's use the last view, which is your page break preview. I'm just going to click on that, and in this particular view you're going to see the page break right here. Also notice there's a page break right down here underneath the words Canadian Division. All you have to do is actually drag this dotted line even with the edge of the page, and you've actually just changed the scaling right here, and if you notice it made it 90%. Now I wouldn't know that automatically, so it knew that for me and it went ahead and adjusted it. If you notice, the page break that's down at the bottom here is going to break up that Canadian division. Now I could drag this one all the way down to the bottom and fit everything on one page, but I can tell you just from working with this exercise so many times, it's too small. In this case, I think I'll just drag it back up above the Canadian division like that, and at least all of Canada will print together on the same page. And that's the easiest way to change your page breaks. Now obviously if you have a lot of columns left to write, that orientation might be the best bet for you, and then this may not work as good as it does right now. But when you've only got that situation with a couple of columns, then it works great. I'm going to go back to the normal view, and now we've got 2 pages and it's going to print perfectly. What I'd like to do now is talk to you a little bit about printing. So let's go ahead and head over to section 6, and I will talk to you over there real quick about printing your workbooks.